Yeah, it certainly seems that way. And one of the interesting findings of this survey was that the most common shoppers will be Gen Y and Gen Z from those two groups in particular. Why are they willing to spend, do you think, compared to, say, baby boomers?
Yeah, I found that really interesting because Boxing Day you tend to think of as being like an older sale. It's been around a lot longer. Well, like Black Friday is more of the new kid on the block. But despite that, Gen Y and Gen Z are still like the most likely to spend during Boxing Day. I think that's just because with online shopping, a lot of them are online and a lot of the deals are now online as well for Boxing Day. So that's probably why there's a lot more people from Gen Y and Gen Z.
How overwhelming can this sales period be overall? I mean, I know myself, I've been bombarded by text messages and emails. When or at what point do you think does shopper fatigue set in?
Well, I think for most people, it probably already has set in. I mean, you've got everyone's been buying Christmas presents. Just before that, we had Black Friday, and there will also be New Year's sales as well, if believe it or not. So it seems like it's never ending. But I think just people who have it for whatever reason, maybe they didn't get the deal they wanted during Black Friday, they're still willing to buy it over Boxing Day. So yeah, I think that people are still looking for a bargain.
And does this lead to impulse shopping?
It does. It does. So the rule of thumb I always tell people to follow is if you're going to buy something, only purchase it if you would have bought it at full price. Like, don't get sucked into, oh, it's 30% off, I better buy it. Like, only buy it if you would have bought it anyway, even if there was no discount at all.
Yeah, that's good advice. Have people's shopping habits changed, do you think? I know you said even though there's a cost of living crisis, people are clearly still out there spending, as this survey reveals. But are people still shopping the way that they used to?
Yeah, I think this year particularly, there's more kind of focus on like people buying essentials, so things that they actually need rather than just things that are nice to have. So we're seeing, just according to our own sales reports, that people are more interested in buying things like clothing and like just say they need to replace one of their white goods, like a fridge or something. That's what people have their eye on this year. Well, last year it might have been more about like the shiniest new gadget, like that would be more on people's list. So I think there's definitely been a bit of a shift this year.
Yeah, so a bit more shopping with purpose then. Chris, what are your tips then for getting the best bargains?
Well, as I said, only buy it if you would have bought it at full price. Another thing is, like, don't just like if it's something that you already have and you could see a better version that's on special, just think about it before you buy it. Like right now you can get about $500 off Dyson vacuums, which sounds amazing. But if your vacuum cleaner already works at home, you probably don't need it. So I think just look at what you have in the house and work out what you actually need before you go out and buy. Another important tip is just to make sure you compare online. So a lot of stores will say something is 50% off and it sounds amazing, but it could just be the same price everywhere. So check before you actually purchase, like just check different stores first.
Yeah, shop around to get the best deal. Good advice. Chris Jager, we'll leave it there. Appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.